Here in Miami, Lone Depot Park, we've got open-air baseball for you on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Sandy Alcantara. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
Always fun to watch Lee go to work at the dish booth. He's just a pure hitter and a good athlete. Someone referred to him as a slow drip guy because the more you watch him, the more you like him.
That one outside, and that's ball 2. Up the middle, makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the Giants lineup. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer. And when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
Next pitch is outside. 1 out, base is empty. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Stowers under it, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, the shortstop.
2 down, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Willie Adames. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
No ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs, base is empty. Missed with a changeup. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Nice grab. Throw to first. And that's a nice play to end the inning. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Now the Marlins will see what they can do. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Starting on the mound in this one, Logan Webb. How about a scouting report on him?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
We go to the bottom of the first, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Counts 1-0.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. This to third. Chapman over to first in time. And a quick out, number one. And time now for the Marlins lineup.
Third baseman.
The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
So 2 balls and no strikes. On the ground right side, and that one handled to first. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Jesus.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Jesus Sanchez. Off the mark there, ball 1. And another ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Jonah Bride. First pitch misses.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Man at second. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Now a long throw home. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here in Miami, new inning getting started. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. Base knock center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Sliced hard, but fouled down the left side. Pitch is in for a strike, and it's 0-2. Assigned to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Bergen, something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That could be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
At the belt and fires.
1 ball.
In the dirt. He's in there. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Soft contact in the air and a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. On the ground, a short could be two. Edwards tossed to second. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
First and third, nobody out. You're thinking you've got it lined up for a pretty big inning right here. So that double play is pretty deflating. They get the run in, but now they're starting all over.
Here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Bailey, a former Gold Glove winner, 25 years old, a former first-round pick in 2020. And the pitch is in for a strike, and the count is 0-2. Swing and a miss. Gassed it right by him. So they get one run on 2 base hits. No errors and no one left. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. And we're back. And now the first baseman, Matt Mervis. Webb back to work. That's out to center field. Lee under it. Puts it away for the out.
Batting 6, the left fielder, Griffin.
And stepping in, the rookie left fielder, Griffin Conine. That clips the corner. Bounce to the right. And that chance handled. Steps on first for the out.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
That one fouled off. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2.
2 strikes.
And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And now it's 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Marlins down quietly. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Top half of the third inning. Now it's the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski.
And that drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Chop to the right side. Mervis handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting 9, the left fielder, Grant McCray.
Grant McCray, the next Giant to hit. Strike 1.
0-1.
0-2 now as he swings through it.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
That one to first. He takes it on his own. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
So the batting order turns over. And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. He's 0 for 1. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike one.
Ball inside.
Inside, just missed. And that one fouled off. And it remains 2-2. On a line, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Wow. So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time. Pitch is in there. That's strike one.
That's a ball.
In the dirt.
1-1.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle. Sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock.
Willie Adames stands in. That's in for a strike. Two outs. Foul ball there. Just off the inside edge.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. On the ground, out to short. Edwards. They get the force, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the center fielder, Kyle Stowers. And that one hit to first. He steps on the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Nick Fortes.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Right through there for a strike. Fouled off. He was late. One down, base is empty. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it onto first. And there's two gone following the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
So digging in, Xavier Edwards. In there, and it's 0-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. On to inning number 4. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Matt Chapman. Line drive, base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
So here's Wade now. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Chapman gets his lead at first, nobody out. The next offering misses, and the count is 1-1.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Next pitch is outside. Runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Elliot Ramos.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. That one the other way, and it's caught for the out. Applies the tag, and they get 2. Double play.
The catcher, Patrick Bailey.
And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey. He was a strikeout victim his first time. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. That pitch clips the outside corner. Strike 1.
Really good athlete, and many times we talk about, you know, the feet of infielders. This catcher as well, really quick feet. He's able to recognize the pitch, see the trajectory, and get into a spot where he can block those balls and keep them from going to the backstop.
That's a little high. and it's 1-2.
Really impressive with the way he frames, the way that he sets it up, because sometimes those pitches are off the plate, but because he sets up and presents it so well, he steals strikes for his pitcher.
That ball's
The
foul.
other way, and foul ball. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That
2
one
balls,
missed.
2 strikes.
Runner at third, 2 away. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. High fly ball out towards left field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
See ya! Strikes him out for the 2nd time today. So it's no runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Giants 1 and the Marlins nothing. Back here in Miami, ready to go, bottom 4. And at the plate for Miami, Connor Norby. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? And there's a foul ball.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. In 1 hops off the wall, should be extra bases. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Everything came together for him. A lot of times in today's game, right fielders are able to get to a ball that stays in like that, but he hit that one pretty well. And if he hits it just a little bit different on the barrel, it's out of here easily. But there's nothing wrong with the extra bases right there.
And now for the Marlins, Jesus Sanchez. Doubled in his first AB. Outside corner, there's a strike.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Little chopper rolls foul. And that's outside.
That's just out.
No outs. Runner on second. Next offering misses. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just a slow ground ball this time. In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the bottom of the 4th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Right. In the box now. Take strike 1.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
This one in the air, right field. Squeezes it. Runner tags from third. Play at the plate. Not in time. He's safe. It's 1-1.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Right on third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Mervis batting for the second time, and that's strike one.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
Hard hit to third. Slings it across. That's the inning. But they push across one run, one hit, no errors, and no one left on. On to the top of the fifth we go. All tied 1-1. Ready now for the
Leading
fifth inning. And now the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Alcantara back to work. Pitch misses there. 1-0.
Well, these Giants doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And that's outside. 2-2. And that's downstairs and outside. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making them work out there.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Giants, the left fielder,
Grant McCray digs in now. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. McCray, 24 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2019. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Konai makes the play. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Next to hit, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 2. And he pumps in a strike. Late swing, foul to the left. Got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. No runs, no hits, no errors. Last half of the fifth coming up. All tied 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning.
Marlins,
and at the plate for Miami, Griffin Konai.
Konai.
And that one misses up and in. And that's ball 1.
You know, these Marlins just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Hitter, Davison De Los Santos.
And now the DH, Davison De Los Santos. Not
Count
close
1-0.
with that one, and that's ball one. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball. 2-2 to count.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's a 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Adames. On to first. Home half of the 5th inning. Moving along. 2 quick outs.
Oh, Boog, we talk about how the ball has come out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Kyle Stowers will hit next. First pitch, and he just misses. And that's a strike. Close, but called a ball. And a count 2-1.
1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Top of the 6th inning at the plate. Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler Fitzgerald.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 with the count.
Cut out and miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Adames in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. There's a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
That one finds the corner, and a count now even up.
2-2
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Here's Matt Chapman. He's 2 for 2. Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Two down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Anthony Bender preparing to come on if needed. Tinoco getting loose as well. A little bit low. Tapped in front of the plate. Over to first. Giants go in order. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9-1 and 2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the sixth. All tied 1-1. And we're back. Now at the plate, Nick Fortes.
The catcher, Nick Fortes.
And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. Pitch misses there. And the count 1-2. That one missing inside. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter, number 9.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Xavier Edwards. The next up for the Marlins. 0 for 2 in this one. To the right side, and that's just foul. And downstairs. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Third baseman, number 1. Connor
Norton, the next up for the Marlins. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player. Well, a mistake right here could untie this ball game. If you're the pitcher out there, you just want to be a little more cautious.
And that's a little bit high. And foul ball. Edge of the zone, call the strike. And the count's even at 2.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Marlins set down in order. And the Marlins down quietly. Still tied 1-1.
Now pitching for
Anthony
Marlins.
Bender into the game.
Number 37, Anthony Bender.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Leading off for the Giants, the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That missed by a lot. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is fouled off. And there's a ball. Late night Lamont down on strikes.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
And here is Elliot Ramos. Ripped on a line to center. Calls it in, 2 away.
Good piece of hitting right there. Nice hard line drive to the outfield. You're trying to get on base, represent that go-ahead run. Can't hang your head on that at all.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Patrick Bailey, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Check swing called strike. And it's 0-1. Foul ball. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Giants go down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That one catches the corner for a strike. Oh, 0-2 now. And that's outside.
2 strikes.
Struck him out looking.
Now batting.
And up next for Miami, Jonah Bride. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That clips the inside corner for a strike. On the ground, and it finds its way through for a hit. And a go-ahead run is on base.
Now batting.
Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
And now it's going to be Matt Mervis. Foul ball, still 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Now batting, the
Griffin
left fielder,
Conine getting ready to hit.
Conine.
First offering, and it just misses. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 2-0.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter. A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Inside, and that's ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Well, he's starting to look a little gassed to me, and we'll see if they go to the bullpen in this spot or not.
Davison De Los Santos, the next up for the Marlins. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. Tied him up inside with that one.
No
Meanwhile,
ball, 2 strikes.
activity in the bullpen. Tyler Rogers getting loose out there. Doval also getting ready. Go-ahead run at second. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Two on, 2 outs. Got him! So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jesus Tinoco.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
The right fielder, number 5, Mike Yastrzemski.
That one is absolutely belted. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. Here comes the throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Grant McCray, the next Giant to hit. Ground ball left side. Tosses across to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
And now the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. 1 for 3. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Movement in the bullpen. Calvin Fauché, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. That one down the line, and it's just foul. That was close. Oh, right to the backstop. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With 1 out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. This one looks like trouble. In comes the run from third. They lead it in the 8th.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
1 out, runner at second. Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald. Hard on the ground to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Willie Adames.
So 2 down now, and here is Willie Adames. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. This one in the air, center field. Stowers settles under this one, makes the catch, and that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tyler Rogers.
Now pitching for
These are the
San
spots
Francisco.
relievers really make a
Number
name for
71.
themselves. Late and
Tyler
close. There's not much
Rogers.
margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these
Leading up
situations.
for the Marlins.
Well,
the center
one-run
fielder,
game, Kyle Stowers. Now at the plate.
Stowers.
Swing and a ground ball out to short, and that one finds its way through. And that puts the tying run on base.
The catcher, number 4, Nick Forte.
No outs, runner at first. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Nick Fortes. Drops a bunt down the first base side. They put the tag on him, and he gets the job done.
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Xavier Edwards.
Now it's the shortstop, Xavier Edwards. 0 for 3 in this one.
In this situation with first base open, he shouldn't give him anything to hit. There's a right-hander on deck.
The shortstop
Outside, that's
takes the
ball.
ball. Activity in the bullpen. Ryan Walker, the closer of the staff, is getting loose to finish this one off. So the tying run at second. Slap the other way, foul. Yeah, that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Now batting, the
Connor
third baseman,
Norton, the next up for the Marlins.
Norby.
He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. And fouled off. Swings, and he breaks his bat, and it goes just foul.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Outside low. It's 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
All set to start
Leading
the
off with
9th
the
in
Giants,
this one.
the
Now
third
it's Matt
baseman,
Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
Tinoco back to work. And first offering is fouled off.